The connection we have to certain people and places shape our identity in enormous ways. They influence the language we speak, our morals and values, our cultural awareness, and our ability to appreciate ourselves and others. Through memories and storytelling, we are able to continually define ourselves and construct our identities. Have you ever remembered a time where something you did ended badly, and now you just know that you shouldn't do it again? Or a memory that warms your heart and you so badly want to relive it? Memories are an important aspect of what makes us human. They are tied to many different emotions and contribute a great deal to our sense of identity, each unique to what life experiences we have had. Melinda Bobbis, a Philippine-Australian writer, portrays her appreciation for her culture, tradition, and intergenerational connectedness through her poem This Is Where It Begins. The poem focuses on the themes of storytelling and memories and the ways these can shape our identity. In stanza 3 of the poem, it is suggested that family is fundamental to our identity and cultural heritage. Through the nostalgic memory of her grandmother's stories, we as readers are given the ability to relate to the mixture of emotions the writer has portrayed. Each story word crackles under the ghost's teeth, infernal under my skin I shiver. The juxtaposing imagery of infernal and shiver highlights the conflict of emotions that the writer experiences when she recalls the memory of her grandmother. Whilst the image of a family warms her heart, the loss of her grandmother leaves her with a cold, bitter sentiment. The metaphor of under my skin displays that the stories that her ancestors have shared with her literally become a part of her, and she must now carry this legacy to celebrate these memories. Through engaging with the 7th stanza, we are able to see that this poem is dedicated to her family, who have influenced her cultural identity and taught her the importance of storytelling. They made us shiver, also over faith, over tenderness. The experience of listening to a story is incredibly powerful and has the ability to transform our hearts and minds. Through engaging with the didactic message of this poem, we as readers are given the ability to learn important values of family and the necessity of memories. Again, the use of inclusive language, us, involves the reader and highlights how they too can be influenced by storytelling. This idea that storytelling and reading is a universal experience is made evident in this stanza, challenging our assumption that it is a solitary experience and focusing on the human interaction between the reader, writer, and humanity of the poem. In the last stanza of the poem, the concept of intertextuality is visible throughout. Storytelling, all our eyes collect into singular seeing, our lips test one note over and over again. This line makes evident how each story is influenced by another, and this poem is an example of how we end up with a tapestry of stories in one. The process of storytelling and reading influences our own stories in the same way the writer's memories have influenced this poem. It is also evident in the poem how storytelling can give us the ability to see and appreciate each other's perspectives. Eyes, lips, hands conjoined. We as a collective are conjoined by the physical attributes that shape our identity, and are therefore also able to relate to one another through universal emotions and values that we can deduce from this poem and a variety of texts. Through the process of reading and analysing this poem, I have developed a deeper appreciation of the way in which poetry explores universal themes and diverse perspectives. In particular, this poem highlights how storytelling allows us to connect to shared human experiences and the important role of literary writers and poets in shaping our sense of self through their works.